We appreciate your coming down here on such short notice, Zach.
I just hope this can put an end to the whole nightmare.
Well, we may be on our way.
Look, I want to help as much as possible. If you need anything else, you know where to find me.
Do me a favor, though, will you? Don't mention anything about this to anyone until we get in touch with you, okay?
You got it.
Thanks.
Thank you. All right, I will file murder and rape charges immediately.
Well, let's hold on here a second, shall we?
What?
I don't want to rush this.
Rush this? Did you hear what Zach just said? He's going to make a personal and positive identification.
Mm-hmm. But I'm not convinced.
What other evidence do you need to convince yourself? I mean, the man in there confessed himself. I identified the man that attacked me in the church. He wasn't wearing a ski mask then, and he's got a cut on his forehead where I bopped him with the candlestick.
Fair enough. Then let's file assault charges, but let's let the rest of it ride for the time being. What do you say?
I say I don't get this.
Julie, look, I know how difficult this has been for you. I'm not trying to...
No way. Don't make this personal. This is not personal. There isn't a DA in the country that wouldn't press charges against this man immediately.
Possibly. There's no question the man has violent tendencies. He may even be the man Zach thinks he saw outside Miss Bentley's apartment that night. However, it does not make the man the rapist.
I don't understand what you want. You heard the man's confession.
With no specifics whatsoever. You know how many times people come in here and confess to crimes they couldn't possibly have committed?
Let's go over this again, all right? The man, we're talking about a man who had access to the hospital and medication Eden and I were given when we were attacked. He stole from the television station, so he certainly had access to the video equipment he used. He's wearing the shoes that left prints outside your house and outside the doctor's on-call room, and he has no alibis. Other than that, he's a model citizen.
Look, I'm sorry. I wish it added up to his guilt.
It does in my book.
I know you're under a lot of pressure to get this case wrapped up. I've been under pressure too, believe me. Both of us saw what happened with Kane and the Major. Two men with incriminating evidence against them who turned out to be innocent. A lot of us thought that sketch we drew up with Zach's description was the Major. That guy in there looks a hell of a lot like the Major. Who's to say there's not somebody out there who looks a hell of a lot like this guy?
Wearing the same shoes, hanging out in the hospital, ready to confess to Andrea's murder and Eden's rape. It doesn't seem logical or likely.
Well, but there hasn't been anything about this case remotely logical from the get-go, has there been? No, there hasn't been. You go to the press now, you say that we caught the rapist. Every woman in Santa Barbara is going to let her guard down. Too much information about this ridiculous series of events has been in the paper already, and you know it.
Well, there's nothing we can do about that at this point.
You can put a gag order on this case until we're sure. And I'm asking you as a personal favor.